Hi, I'm Helen Elizabeth Evans, if you haven't met me before, and this is Cathy Ballard. And
Hello.
today we wanted to talk to you. Well, I wanted particularly to Cathy about something that she's going to be doing on Friday. So, Cathy, what is it that you're going to be doing? Where are you?
I'm really looking forward to this because I'm going to be one of the speakers at the Essex Business Women's Experience. And it's going to be a really fun, amazing, inspiring day. It's taking place over in Southend on Friday. And it's the kind of event where there's going to be all kinds of women from all kinds of different businesses, and some of the women may not even be in business yet, but it's for people who are really aspiring to have some freedom and choice in the kind of work that they do, that they want to make a difference maybe, or just have a lot more freedom to be who they are. And so it's going to be a really great event because they've got all kinds of different stalls. They've got I think there's about 18 different workshops. There's speed networking. There's just so many different things on, and there'll be, really something there for everybody to take away with, and really sort of, like ideas and connections and all kinds of stuff for everybody at every different level of business. So it should be a really good day.
Oh, it sounds like the perfect thing for us women. We always like to have a bit of our fingers in lots of different pies. No boring stuff for us, right?
That's right. So, well, that's it, isn't it? I mean, we do business in such a different way than the guys, and I think this is kind of event where it really draws women together, and there's a lot of sharing and connection, and I think we just think in different ways, and the whole thing's been facilitated by Rosemary Cunningham and her amazing team for women to get the most out of that day, to really find out what their next steps are, and to get unstuck and get just find the resources that they need to move their business forward and be inspired.
Oh yeah, and well, I'm going to be there too, of course. Which is why I'm so excited about it. But what I really like to talk to you today about, and is the talk that you're doing. And the reason why I asked you to be one of the people that I wanted to interview is because I think a lot of people could misunderstand the incredible value of this particular workshop that you're doing. And so I wanted you to talk us around it a bit more, and how fabulous and exciting it is. I've done this sort of stuff with Cathy before, so I really want to share it with you. So come on, Cathy, share with us just who's it for, first of all. What do you think it helps with?
Well, it's about helping you get unstuck, helping you find clarity, and helping you get back into flow. Because I think and it doesn't matter if you're someone who's just starting out, or if you've been in business for ages, that we always get stuck. We always feel ourselves get blocked because all of our stuff comes up and stops us moving forward.
Yeah.
And it's all that head talk that gets in the way of us making those powerful decisions, or going for our dreams, or making a bigger leap, stretching ourselves outside the comfort zone. So often when that happens, we go into that mode of thinking somebody else knows better than us. We forget to ask ourselves, because it's such a default thing, particularly when you are new to business. But my belief is that we need technical support for that, the things that are these things that we need to learn to move our business forward, but nobody else can tell you what's best for you. Those answers are in you.
Yeah.
And so I've over the last few years, well, for quite a few years actually, a long time ago, I started doing this for workshops and groups and things, which is about tapping into your creativity and using your intuition and playing. It's basically playing, but you're getting out of your head, you're dropping into your heart, and you're just drawing. We'll be doing lots of different exercises that stop your head getting in the way, so that you get your own answers from inside yourself, and it will help you learn to get much more unstuck and create a bit more space inside, so that answers drop into your awareness.
Well, but you know what? The one factor about it that I think that we haven't really kind of talked about, it's just plain fun. And it's like how to do business in a really fun way. I think, we all get so sort of fixed on, I have to have this process, that I use in order to kind of create my business plan or to, lay out my business or whatever the case may be. And we forget to actually find fun ways, creative ways to actually pull out of ourselves all this wisdom that is within us, that I think we bury right underneath all of the nonsense that we tell ourselves or what other people are saying, etc. And what I love about your process is how it's almost like you bypass the conscious and go into the unconscious and ask the unconscious, what are the answers? And let's be honest, your unconscious knows so much more than anybody else, right? So to actually be able to pull that out in a way that you kind of come away going, oh, that was fun. I really enjoyed that, right?
And I think you're totally right, Helen, because when you're in fun, you're in this space of possibility and openness and lightness, and those are the kind of moments when insight drops in, rather than when you're stuck in your head and you're trying to think through an answer. There's no space there for insight and new thinking to come in. But when you're playing, the whole idea of play is like giving you permission to make mistakes, to be open, to explore, to experiment, and then you just start to feel what feels right for you. And but fun is what it's all about. I mean, it's not, we're going to be getting the pens out and the colours and just well, you'll have to come along to discover what else, but there'll be lots of different exercises to help you tap into that inside.
I can imagine what people are thinking. Do they have to bring their own paper and pens? How does it work?
Good questions. So all of the we'll provide pens and papers and stuff. And what else do I need to know? Do you need to know?
I mean, are you sitting on the floor? Will we be sitting in chairs? Kind of give
chairs. We're going to bring a whole bunch of like clipboards for people to rest on. And so I'll be taking you through different exercises, and you'll just be given a bunch of colours, and it's just about allowing yourself to you don't have to be able to paint or draw. It doesn't matter if you've not picked up a pen or a pencil since you're at school. It's nothing to do with artistic talent. It's just about allowing your unconscious to start drawing things out, and that's why it's fun, because you might, as long as you can draw a stick figure, it doesn't even matter if you can't draw a stick figure, you'll start to discover that even just the things that you're painting the things that you're drawing will start to have like a feeling, or they'll give you ideas about what's going on inside. It's like almost like a mirror. It's magical.
Well, I remember what I did in the exercise is just pure unadulterated scribbles. So, you can just scribble if you want to. It doesn't really matter in order to kind of dig down and see what comes out for you. Well, I think it's a great thing, and if I have time, I'll be there. So I really hope that if you're watching this video, you'll take the time to come to Cathy's talk. Cathy, it's got quite a long title. Remind me what it's called.
It's called How to Use Intuitive Drawing to Get Unstuck, Get Clarity, and Get Back in Flow. And we're on at 2:30 in the Queen Mary room.
Ah, there you go. 2:30 in the Queen Mary room. Oh, I think I'm at 11:30 in the Queen Mary room. Right. So we're going to be following on from each other. So that's going to be really fun. And I love the fact that it's in the afternoon, because often that's when you just have to stop thinking. You've just had your lunch. You're kind of feeling a bit like, low, and to go and do something like that, just lifts you for the whole day, right?
It will send your energy up. It's a really just a high energy experience.
Yeah. Fantastic. Raising your energy, making you feel good, making you feel inspired. So, Cathy, before, look, I'm really looking forward to everybody coming, and I will post links below this video so you can just click on them to find out more about the Essex Businesswoman's Experience, and links for, where you can go and buy your tickets. Unless this video is shared elsewhere where I'm not in control of the links being put in, but whoever shares them, I'm sure they will have them easily available to you. But Cathy, for those people who might not be able to make the Essex Businesswoman's Experience, have you got anything else going on that maybe they could come and find out more about what you do?
I'm doing a workshop on the 1st of July, Saturday the 1st of July. It's called Activate Abundance. So this is about learning ways to expand your capacity to receive, and it's about learning how to use different energy tools. and different sort of creative visualizations that help you tap into the power, tap into your inner power, essentially, and in order to help you make clearer decisions, to help you see what the possibilities for your life are, and basically expand your abundance wherever you want it to be expanded. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a really fun night.
Yeah, so just to find some slightly other kind of language around that for somebody who might not quite know exactly what you mean, would it be something like, you know how sometimes we earn money, or we given things or whatever, and we just somehow, all the money comes in and just disappears again. It's like we don't feel like we have permission to keep it. It's almost like we just spend, or perhaps we always feel like we never have quite enough. We don't have enough love, or we don't have enough money, or there's lots of not enough around there. I'm making this up as I'm going along, but I'm making an assumption this is where you're coming from. When you talk about bringing more abundance into our lives, we have thought processes that are unconscious, which actually almost encourage us to push any excess, anything that we feel we don't deserve, away. Would that be correct? Am I
part of it? I mean, there's so many ways that we block ourselves, and like you say, it's not just money, it's about abundance and the sense of plenty in all parts of your life, and it's more about the feeling of abundance that's more important, rather than the actual manifesting externally. It's how you feel about yourself, how you have, the only way that you can change the outside is by changing how you feel on the inside first. Yeah. And that's the bit that you've got control of. So that's essentially what we'll be doing, is doing lots of stuff that changes your thoughts and ideas, and anything you've got like fixed in your thinking that stops you allowing abundance in.
Allowing yourself to think of yourself as abundant is what you mean by allowing abundance in. Would that be accurate?
Part of it.
Yeah.
There's ways that we block ourselves through our thinking, that we have these fixed perspectives and points of view about things that tells us, that we tell ourselves that this is how it is, and therefore it's solid and it can't be moved, and that's just not true. So when we start to explore some of those, we can find a way to be much more fluid with them, and it allows abundance to flow in a much better way, that ways that you can imagine where you might have blocked things before. And it's also about abundance is you have to be able to be open to receiving everything. So not just the pleasant stuff. You've got to, there's opening the doors to all of it, and just when stuff that comes in that's not particularly comfortable, that you don't hold on to it or push it away, because that's what stops the abundance coming.
Very, very interesting. Actually, funny. I mean, I've got a slightly different kind of way of talking about that, but I think somebody once told me about, if you're not willing to grieve for the things that have happened in the past, things that have not worked out, how that can actually block you receiving in the future.
One of many things, definitely.
Yeah, one of many things. I mean, obviously, I can only, for those of you who are listening to the interview, I can only kind of talk about the things I have experience of. What Cathy's talking about is a lot more significant, probably, depending on what your situation is. It's a much more all-encompassing process to shift not only your thinking around it, but actually as a result of shifting your thinking, it actually shifts what you're experiencing in an external way. So it might make you more comfortable about actually asking for that raise at work, or it might make you more comfortable about actually asking for something else you want in your life, and expecting it in a reasonable way. Would that be fair?
Yeah, totally. Another example is I've got a client who's an actor.
Yes.
And so I'd been teaching her some energy tools.
Yeah.
And actors have that panic that sets in when they're at the end of a run. They're worrying about the next however many months before they find the next role again. And she was very, very stressed about what was happening, didn't quite know what to do, no certainty. So I taught her some energy tools and how to look at things and change her mindset. And she, within a week, she'd texted me to say, I can't believe it, I've just had 3 offers received, and my agent has just sent me his 100th text. So what have you been doing?
There you go.
So there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot that you can change by changing your inner pictures of things, essentially.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Cathy. And if you've watched all the way to the end, thank you very, very much. We really, really hope you'll come and see us at the Essex Businesswoman's Experience on Friday. That's the 16th of June, and it's in Southend-on-Sea. And see you again then.
Workshops on the 1st of July, and that's just outside of Beaconsfield at the A40, just outside of London.
Oh, that's where you're doing your abundance work. Oh, you know, Cathy, just let people know, just in case it isn't shared underneath here, what the link is to your website where they can find out more about the abundance workshop.
It's www.cathyballard.com/AA.
There you go. Perfect. Thanks so much, Cathy.
Thank you, Helen. Bye.
Bye.